Where I am.
Oh, we're live. We are live. Hi, everyone. Hi, all you lovely creative people. This is June from Oak and Witch Lane Designs. Oak and Witch Lane Designs. Oh, I'm so glad that wasn't on the channel. Okay, let me pick up. Whoa, I lost my chat. Where did my chat go? Oh, this is going to be okay. I have to get my chat. Hold on a second. I lost it. Where'd it go?
See?
Alrighty.
You think I'm the only one having technical difficulty?
I don't know why that happened. Okay, let's get that up. Whoa, get up there. Okay, move you over. Okay, we're doing good so far. Did you get it up, Cora?
No, not yet.
Okay, I'm here with
I don't know what's happening here.
And she has StreamYard on one device, but she's trying to get the YouTube channel up on another device. Hi, Shirley. How are you? How you doing? Shirley's here. Okay, so you're still having problems? Hi, Joanne. How you doing? So Joanne and Shirley are here, Cora.
Hi, everybody.
Here we go. Here we go. It's the Dilly sisters again. I hope, no, I've been on last week. Well, oh, I was on Thursday, so I don't have to say Happy New Year to everybody again, but Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And and hello to all my secret Santas, who might not come in chat. That's wonderful. Not a problem. Today we are going to take a bell and make it a vase. I don't know. How do you say that? Vase or vase, Cora?
Vase. I don't know.
Vase? All right. One of those.
I think it depends on where you're from.
Oh, good. Shannon's here. Yay.
Hi,
we
Shannon.
got the sisters together. Yes, it's the Dillies. We used to
Why
be
am I
called
having a problem? I'm having such issues. Okay.
Cora,
people hear me? Can they hear me?
Yes.
Oh my God. Sorry. Okay. I'm just trying to get in here.
Hi, Barbara. Hi. My sister's on the other thing. She's not in. She'll come in a little bit. So we're gonna get to do some work. But first, I want to show you. Hi, Ashley. Oh, good. I have all the Higgins ladies. I have Joanne. I have Shirley. Wonderful. Hello. Shannon, I want to show you what I was able to accomplish with your dry cleaning wires. See, I still have to work. I'm going to explain all this in a second. This is paper clay around the funnel, and I have to sand it down to make it a little smooth. But here we go, my French horn. Now, the reason why it's painted black is because, as you know, I'm going to put a spray gold paint on it. The Shortcuts gold paint. And I always like to, when I'm using metallics, I always like to put them on black because I think the colors are richer and they come out better. So here's my French horn. Not my French horn, my hunting horn. What I did with this to begin with, and it was.
Where the hell did you get that horn?
Okay, wait a sec. Let me come back to you. This is tubing, Cora. This is regular tubing. This is a funnel.
Oh, so you made it. Oh, you made the horn. Oh, I didn't know you made the horn. I thought you bought the horn. Okay.
No, I made the horn.
Fine, people. Keep going. Sorry.
Okay. Let's see, I put the wire in. I had to use 2 hangers, and then I put sand in here also because it's still flimsy. I mean, it's not gonna, if anybody touches it, they're gonna know it's not metal. But I think it's gonna look very pretty as a decoration for the door, for outside door. If I put some greenery here and a big red bow for the holiday. Now, what I originally did with this, because it's clear, the tubing is plastic. It's that clear tubing. I used the 2X Rust-Oleum spray, and it just wasn't drying, and it was horrible, absolutely horrible, because it just was so sticky. So I had to take my acetone and take all the paint off of this, and then I had to get all the paint off my fingers, which I hope I did. So I just wanted to show you that I'm on my way to finishing this. And let's see, did I say hello? Everybody's saying hello.
I'm
Thank
sorry,
you,
I'm not hearing
Shannon.
you. Sorry.
Okay, and here is the tree. Oh, we should have had Megan down here so she can shut the lights. All right, here is the clothespin tree. Here's it with the lights. It's still causing me problems. The Velcro isn't working on the bottom. I had to do that to get the lights in, and I made the star out of Christmas tree ornament tops and toothpicks and some pearls that the Higgins lady sent to me, pearl on each side. So here's our tree. This is going off to my sister. So I just want to keep you up to date on all of the all of the crafting I've been doing while home, being a retired person. Thank you, Joanne. I don't like it, but that's okay. Barbara says hi, Cora. Teresa's
hello, Barbara. Hello, I'm in a mess here. I can't find anything.
Okay, Teresa's also here. Shannon's here. Joanne says hi.
Hi. Hi, you guys. Happy New Year.
Hi, Shirley's here. So I'm just going to put these on the side so I have room to maneuver. Okay. Wait, sorry. Hold on. There we go. So how is everybody? Everybody doing good? Teresa says, Cora, everybody's saying hello. And
hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm still trying to get on my YouTube channel, which is giving me, it's giving me heartburn here. I don't know why. I usually don't have a problem getting on. But June, if I did it
too. Mike's here too.
Mike. Oh my gosh. Hi, Mike.
Is he here? I don't know. Wait. Oh, I got to add him to the stream. Hi, Mike. Oh gosh, Cora. Wait. Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
Hey. Yes. There's Mike's here too. So Cora and Mikey here, and I just lost chat. Do you people? Are you ready? Are you ready to come up? Because I got you all on the screen for a second. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. Am I on the screen?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
Teresa says hi. Everybody's saying hi, Mike. Everybody's saying hi, Mike. Cora, did you get?
Hello, everyone.
You don't have
hear
chat
me?
up. Yeah, they can hear you. Okay. Cora, did you get chat up?
No. How do I get the chat up now?
You have to go on YouTube.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. I can't get on YouTube. Hi. Hold on. I'm still working on it.
Okay.
Cora, I'm having the same trouble.
I don't know what the heck happened. Every time I turn on YouTube, when my husband turns on YouTube, June's face is on it. And now today I can't find, no matter how, I don't know what the heck. It's giving me all kinds of houses to buy. I don't know what's happening.
Joanne said she loves your voice, Mike. Hey, Martha. Martha's here. Hi, Martha. How are you? I missed you and all of the goings on over here. Mike, we lost you.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm trying to connect the StreamYard to the YouTube. Do I put both of them on at the same time?
Yes.
But you have to have two devices.
Two devices, the phone and your phone, and because I have the streaming on my phone, but I'm trying to get the YouTube on my TV, and for some reason it's not bringing up.
Okay, being that I only have my phone, what should I do? The StreamYard or the YouTube?
Just stay on StreamYard.
Okay.
Because then you can talk to me. If you go on YouTube, you can't talk to me. So if you can't see chat, that's Cora's job, but she can't get on chat. So
I know my job. I'm falling down on my job, Mike.
Okay.
That's right. Trying to figure it out.
And Teresa said this is going to be a great night. Okay. You know, I'm going to flip the chat. I'm going to flip the camera around.
Okay, which WICH, right?
Yes.
My God. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Oh, what the hell?
Should I go on YouTube so I can chat or no?
Well, if you go on YouTube, then you won't be in with us.
But I'll be chatting.
You'll be in chat, yes.
And I'll be able to see the show.
Yes, you'll be able to write comments, but you won't be able to talk.
Okay.
So that's your choice, whatever you want to do.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll be in one or the other, maybe both, back and forth.
Okay, well then I'll see you flashing on and off because my screen shows when you're on and when you're off.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I changed the, hopefully this is much clearer than it was. I can put on this light, have tape all over the place. This is a good setup. Okay, so we are going to make a vase out of a bell. Now, I started a little bit because I wanted to just see how it was going to look. I still have this entire side to do. This was a bell that we got from Hobby Lobby. There was a metal ring on top of it. And I tried to use my Dremel tool to get it off today. And it was just soldered on. And of course, whenever you use a drill on metal, sparks are flying and hitting me all over the place. So I just decided to just keep on trying to bend it. And it finally came off. It left that hole, but that's fine. So we have this. And here's, it left that hole, but that's fine. Who's, okay, you got me on YouTube, Cora? And here's, you have to mute me if you have me on YouTube.
Yeah.
You have to mute the YouTube.
Oh, the YouTube I have to mute? Oh, my
Yeah.
How do I do that now?
Mute your
Okay.
TV.
Okay, I took off the sound on the YouTube. All right.
Okay. Hi, Ben. How are you? Ben's here. Says hello to everybody.
Hey, Ben.
Okay, I'm going into chat on my phone. I'm so sorry. I think I've been, oh, wait.
Okay. And he says, we love our angel mouse. She's beautiful. And we named her Noelle. I know your mom told me it's a beautiful name. Hey, Antonio, how you doing? Hi. Tonight's not the night I'm going to be doing the elf. I'm going to be doing something else the next one. But I'm glad you're here anyway. Please stick around. That's good. Okay. Here's the base. I know I'm going back and forth. Here is the base, and I'll explain what I did. Eddie had these two round circles, and he keeps like of wood that he must have gotten when he was in either high school or at William T. And he keeps saying, oh, Mom, you might need them. So I'm making the base from this. And let me just, so what it's going to look like when it's done is I have to do it this way. Okay. Now I know you're seeing this fabric, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that in a second. I just wanted to talk about this really quick, and then I'm going to start with the molds. If you want texture, and I do this a lot with things, if you want texture and you don't want to do it with the paintbrush, what you can do is you take fabric and you just glue it on. This was Mod Podge. I glued it. I just put some Mod Podge down, put this down like I'm using, what do you call that when you're, oh, I forgot what decoupaging. So you just use fabric. This will give me texture under the paint. Now, this, of course, is going to be black, and I'm going to highlight it with those gold waxes, gold or copper or something like that waxes. And the texture, when you rub your finger over it, it'll take some of the wax off of it, so it'll make it look nicer. All you have to do after you glue it, of course, is just cut at an angle. And you're using the good fabric scissors, so you don't want to cut the wood. You just cut at an angle, and you get the extra off. And that's why I left the extra on the top. I am going to be putting more ribbon around the sides. So now, Cora, can you see chat?
Now. I don't have God thing. Nobody. I think.
What?
I was on YouTube. How do I get the streaming on the? How do I chat on?
How do you get the chat up on YouTube and your TV? That I don't know.
Oh, so how much?
Okay, first of all, are you talking into your phone? Because I can barely hear you. And I don't know, because I never watch myself on YouTube on TV. Is there an option?
There's an option on my phone in the StreamYard for chat, but when I just chatted everybody, nobody answered. So I'm thinking unless Unless they're mad at me. What?
No, sweetie, that goes only to me.
Oh. Well, hello, happy New Year, my sister. How do I start the chat on there?
I don't know how you get the chat on. Mike, do you know how you get the chat on the StreamYard on your phone?
It says chat, and I have
Yeah.
one response. It says, "Hi everyone, happy 2023."
That's me.
Okay.
So me and Mike are talking.
So
So
I'm talking,
Mike,
yes.
yeah. So Mike, it's going to be very interesting because last time I didn't have any of these issues. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
He did.
I was having
Okay.
trouble.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Now I saw a Happy New Year. Very nice.
Yeah,
So it's just
you
me and Mike.
and I are in
having
our
a
private
conversation.
chat.
There, I have to tell you, the two of them are chatting. That's good. So they have their own little chat. I have the chat with all of you ladies and some gents. We're going to do fine. It's going to be a great evening. Okay. All
Oh my
right. So
God.
I'm going to be decorating this a little bit more, but I just wanted to show you that. Okay. So far. And it's really strange because I got this. There's so much I got it. Okay. I got this at Hobby Lobby. And of course, whenever you get wood like this, there's 5 of them for like $3. It's going to be a little crummy. The wood isn't going to be that great. It's not going to be smooth, especially with the turnings that they're doing. So this I wanted smooth, and this stuff I want textured. And one of the things that I've always learned to do with wood, way back when they used to use varnish, I think you put varnish in a turpentine mix. I just use wood glue. Is you rub wood glue over the wood, and that way all of the little pieces, the little hairs of the wood get stiff, so that when you sandpaper it, it's so much easier to sandpaper. I mean, to paint or to sand it down rather, because when they go across the grain, it's always going to be choppy. And this was very choppy over here. So, with the glue, it keeps it so it makes it a little bit smooth. I put 2 layers of glue here just to smooth it up a little bit. There is still some choppiness over here, but we're just going to, we're not going to get too crazy about it because I'm probably going to put a couple of coats of paint on it. I meant her yeah, Shannon, what happens when they're on StreamYard and they chat, it's just a chat with me. Like it's a separate chat.
June, I found it. If you put comments, Mike, hit comments and you'll see everybody's comments, but I can't chat through that. But that's fine.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
See the comments now, Mike? If you hit the comments, because there's a chat button and a comments button at the top. If you hit the comments, you'll see everybody's comments.
Okay,
but I can't chat with everybody there. I'm just gonna have to not type, but talk.
You talk because
yeah, that's what I did last time, right? Okay. All right.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, folks. I'm having
if you have that on, can you still see, or do you have to flip back and forth?
No, the only way to chat is with me and Mike and you, but comments, I see everybody's comments. So now we're in the game, Mike.
Okay. Yeah, I got
my question
have the comments.
is, you have the comments? Okay, so when you're on comments, do you still see the screen?
No.
Okay, so you can't see what I'm doing if you go onto the comments.
Right.
I can't because I have you on YouTube.
Okay, but there's a delay. That's what we did. Okay, so we got them going. All right, so you can see comments. Mike can't see comments, and you can comment to each other. We got it all straight. Okay, now this is for Barbara. Barbara, I don't know the names of these off the top of my head, but I numbered all of my molds that I have. So you could just tell me the number of which one you like, and I will tell you the name because we had a little conversation today about this. So this is mold number 1.
Who's telling you they like it?
Barbara wanted to get a mold that I had, and I didn't know.
Okay. All right, Barbara. Just put in the comments, Barb, and then I'll let you know.
This is number 1.
Very nice.
This is number 2, and this is the one I did the turkey with. The back feathers of the turkey, just to remind you.
Oh,
Okay.
all right, Barbara. This is a tense time, Barbara.
Big decisions.
Big. Oh my gosh.
This is number 3.
How many numbers we have here?
6, I think, or 5. This is
God.
number 3.
Too much to choose from here. All right.
This is number 4. Okay.
Ah. Oh, it has a fleur-de-lis. I love number 4 with the fleur-de-lis. Is that what that's
Yeah.
called?
Yep, I like them too.
Yep.
This is number 5. This I've used on a mask that I made. Okay. Shannon's telling her mom she can only pick one.
Right.
Okay. And last but not least, this is number 6.
Okay, Barbara.
She'll pick more than one. Okay, so I'll keep these numbered like this so that if you didn't see the one that you wanted, maybe we could go back through it again, maybe tomorrow.
Are you coming on again tomorrow?
No, Barbara and I will have a chat. No,
Oh, you're going to talk to each other. Okay.
we're gonna talk. And this
That's
is
nice.
this is my version of the Thornton medallion, which is the one you do have. Ben likes number 6. This
He
is
likes
the
the
way
details. Ben likes the details. And
yeah, yes. And this one, if you wanted this one, this is the one from Michael's that they don't have anymore because I got this in the 2, 3, and 5. Okay, so Cora, write that down. 2, 3, and 5 so I can get her the names.
God, the pressure. Okay, got it. Was
All
that
right,
number
we got-
7 that you pulled up that we can't have because it's no longer available? You had to pull that one up too. We can't have it.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to know if this was one of the ones that Barbara wanted because she
Oh,
can't.
Barbara,
So
all right.
if this is the one that I used that she liked, I can't, this one, I don't know how to get it for her. I like them all. Okay, Martha likes them all. We have
Yeah.
6 for Ben, 2, 3, and 5 for Barbara. Martha likes them all. Okay, well, we're going.
All right, Barbara can't decide. 2, 3, and 5 are the finalists.
Right. Well, she's gonna get them all.
Okay, fabulous.
Yes,
Barbara, look
I
at
don't
that.
know.
All right.
Okay, now this one is a new one for me to see. I've only seen this for the past month. This is called the Well.
Is this number 8?
Well, this is not a number.
Oh.
I got the name.
All right. Llewell Borders. Okay.
Okay. Wait, oh, okay, and I put the link down below, and I wanted to talk to you guys about the links. I know I've told this before. Barbara says thank you. Cora, can you see chat?
Yes, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, I'm looking at the screen. Thank you, Barbara.
You're welcome.
I got my eyes going back and forth. I got it down. 2, 3, and 5, Barb. We got it. We're good.
Okay. God, this is going to be a wild night. How are you, Mike, by the way? I didn't even get to ask how you are.
I'm doing well.
Good.
It's been a
Good.
couple of weeks. I haven't been on the show in a couple of weeks. I'm glad
I
to
know.
be back.
I'm
Me
glad
too,
you're back,
Mike. We
too.
took a hiatus.
Everybody took a hiatus for the last couple of weeks. You were all gone. Okay, that's fine now. I put links in the description down below under the video for just so that you could see the product. I am sure that you can find them other places and they would be less expensive. But what I always mention about the creative paper clay, which is the stuff I use, check the ounces. There's an 8-ounce and a 16-ounce, and they both have the same packaging. So you might think you're getting something cheaper, but it's only 8 ounces. Okay. So please, I just give you the link so you could see the products, when you're going shopping, so you can compare it. If you're an internet shopper like I am, I shop a lot on the internet. So we'll open up our paper clay, and I know Joanne, we'll see if I'm going to have trouble with this tonight.
Aye.
You never know. Cornstarch. You could also use baby powder.
What do you
And the
call that?
reason, what?
You said cornstarch?
Yes.
Oh.
You take a little cornstarch and you dust your mold.
Ah, okay.
I'm
So it doesn't
using
stick?
yes. You don't do this if you're using resin. They say when you're using, especially the two-part part epoxy resin, double check it, but sometimes they tell you to warm up the mold, or maybe that's just with the liquid polymer clay. I'm not sure, but I use the liquid polymer clay on the smaller molds because it's more cost effective. To use liquid polymer clay on a mold this size would not be very cost effective, and then you have to put it in the oven.
Oh, is that how you heat it up in the oven?
You can heat your mold up in the oven, and the liquid polymer clay you have to bake just like everything else.
How to heat it up? What degrees do you put it on?
275.
Okay. For how long?
Well, on the thickness of this, I would do 15, 20 minutes.
Okay, good.
Okay. But
Yeah.
it says it on the container, so you could always look on
Oh,
the
it does.
container
Okay.
of what you
Okay.
should do. They always say like 280. I think they say 280. I always go like 5 degrees, sometimes even 270, just to go a little bit lower. And you could leave it in for a little bit longer. It's like 280 for every quarter inch, I think it is, but I just do 275 and just leave it in a little bit longer for everybody, for the thing to bake.
You have an oven, June. Do you have a gas oven or an electric?
Gas.
Okay.
Now, I haven't found a product. This is the one thing about the molds that I don't really like. The paper clay cracks, and if you use the two-part epoxy, it's really hard to get it to bend and stay bent. So even if it comes out soft, because you can get it out a little bit earlier, you don't have, if it's the quick dry one, you can get it out and it's still pretty pliable. But I have found that it's really hard to keep it bent the way you want to, because I've tried that. So it seems like then I looked up Das paper clay, DAS, and they said a lot of people were complaining about that cracking. So I have no idea of what you could get that doesn't crack. I really
You know
don't.
what? And
What?
Ben, no, she doesn't.
No.
She doesn't have a separate oven for the mold. She puts it all in the same oven.
Yes, and if you're worried about people say you shouldn't put polymer clay in your oven. I have been doing it for years. If you're worried about it, you can get one of, like I said, those turkey basting bags. Put whatever thing that you're baking on, just put that in a turkey basting bag. And just what I have done is, because I have a tile, a long tile bigger than this, I would take a little polymer clay and put it on the four corners and stick in like toothpicks, so it keeps the plastic bag off the thing I'm baking. Yeah, I'm still alive. Yep. Thank goodness. So if any of you know a product that does not crack, I would love to hear it. I have not found one that doesn't crack. And now it's just, you just press it into the mold. No, I'm sorry. No, Barbara. You don't bake the paper clay. Sometimes with smaller molds, I've used liquid polymer clay, and that I bake in the oven for 15 minutes, 20 minutes at 275. For the paper clay, no, I don't have to. You don't have to put that in the oven. I don't know what the heck would happen to it if you put it in the oven. It cracks enough as it is.
Wow. And if you have an electric oven, probably even different. Yeah.
The electric oven would be the same temperature.
It would? Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good to know.
It's just, that's what you bake polymer clay at. It doesn't matter if you do it in.
Gotcha.
The only difference is if you do it in a toaster oven, because you
Oh.
want to have an oven, excuse me, that's just polymer clay. You have to practice with that.
Yeah.
You really
Yeah.
have to practice because it can burn it because the clay is very close to the burners. So
yeah.
I would definitely
Keep the
practice.
fire extinguisher local.
Yeah, well, because burnt polymer clay does not really smell that good.
Oh, okay.
I've done it. Eddie did it
Yeah.
once, but we won't talk about that. Um, yeah, he burnt the nose off on him. He's not home, so I can mention it. I asked him to put the oven on, and he misheard me, and he put it at 375, and he burnt the nose right off of something I was doing. So we had to do surgery because I wasn't going to redo the piece just because of the nose. And see, that's why polymer clay, you can do so much with it. I just cut out the nose and re-sculpted it.
You know what? Barbara couldn't hear you. So say that again about the baking. The paper clay you don't bake, right?
Okay. You remember that? You remember that?
Billy
Did
was
you get?
talking to us.
Okay, Barbara, did you get that
Billy was
about the
talking to
paper
her and
clay?
she couldn't hear.
Okay, so liquid polymer clay you put in the oven in the smaller molds because it's very expensive to do these kind of molds with. Although once they're baked, they're very pliable and easy to glue, but it's very expensive to do it with liquid polymer clay because that stuff is sort of expensive. But you could do it in the smaller molds. It's $2.75 for 15 minutes. Warm up the mold a little bit before you put warm up the mold. You can put the mold in the oven on a tray, take it out, fill it with the liquid polymer clay, put it back in. Paper clay, you just have to let it air dry. And they were saying online that you're supposed to let it air dry on a screen, which makes the air go on all sides. And that way it would crack less. But if you want to put it on something, you're automatically eliminating a side. And I have dried paper clay, not on a screen, but just on a mat and turned it over and the thing still cracks. So I think paper clay is just going to crack no matter what. And now you just have to manipulate it. Sometimes I use my ruler, which doesn't happen to be here. Why is my ruler gone? Wow, that's interesting. Where'd my ruler go?
Eddie
Okay.
took it.
Megan has it.
one of those people have it. Okay, well, you know what? We'll just substitute a different ruler. Okay. Mike's still here.
I'm still here. I'm learning a lot.
Mike, are you on the comments, Mike, or are you on the chat?
I'm just
Oh,
on.
you're going back and forth because you have to go to the YouTube. I got you. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm on StreamYard.
Hi.
Corey, are you feeling the pressure?
I'm feeling very pressurized today. I don't know what the heck because I couldn't get on YouTube. It's just like, yeah, I should have practiced earlier. Sorry, folks.
We were on for a half an hour before.
I know, but you know what? I was on StreamYard. I wasn't on my YouTube. See, that's the thing. I should have got the YouTube because YouTube's usually the easiest thing for me to jump on. But for some reason or another, you weren't there. I think it's because William keeps looking at all these new electric vehicles on the YouTube, and you were down lower than you normally are in the list. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. But anyway, we got it.
No,
We're good now.
I just wet my hands. Just
Now,
sort
what
of
are you doing with this, Junie? This is what you're going to put this on the bell. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
Now, once you get it level, and I'm using a because I can't find my ruler. Okay, you're just trying to scrape it off so you get off all of the paper clay. Now, this is fresh paper clay, so this might give me hey Christine, how are you?
Oh,
Hi,
Christine's here. I know Wi-Fi does suck, Christine. Ay.
I'm sorry. Corey, you're on top of it.
I'm trying because I know that's a lot for you to deal with. Trying to help.
Okay, so now here's one of my three got my Gorilla Glue. Somebody's in trouble, but I know it's not Shannon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that only leaves Ashley or Billy.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ashley? Did you take
Is
Barbara's
Ashley
suit?
on?
Yeah, Ashley's on.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I
so
didn't-
now this is going to be fun. Let's get the bell over here. Let's get the old stuff. I have some old stuff. The old stuff might work. I'm going to be putting it down with this Liquitex acrylic medium. Definitely like, Shannon's like, it's not me. I don't craft. Okay.
Me neither, Shannon.
Okay. All right, let's put this over here. We're turning it over and let's hope it comes out.
Ay. The pressure. Let's
You
think
know-
about. Let's think positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. I'm sending you white light.
Thank you. Not too much. My color will go off.
Oh, look how nice. That cornstarch really helps.
Yes. And if your paper clay is too wet, you could leave it in the mold for a little bit because you're not trying to go online and do things. You could leave it in the mold. Now I'm trying to off center these. Okay. Oh, that's why I needed my ruler. Okay. All right. We're going to try to get this, flip this. Whoa. Okay.
Shane took your glue.
And now I'm just putting a little bit of this stuff. I'm sorry, what did you say? Oh,
Shane took the glue.
Shannon took the glue?
No, Shane. Ashley said Shane took the glue.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know who
Is
Shane is.
Shannon? I think Shane is Shannon.
Oh, all right. Shannon took the glue then. Sorry, I'm all confused. You should oh gosh. Ashley said you sound like Dad saying I take all his tools when he loses them in the basement. Yep. So you have to glue this on then, June, right? Because the clay doesn't adhere to the bell, correct?
No, it doesn't. It'll fall off.
Okay.
Oh, Shane is
Ashley's boyfriend.
Oh, we really got that. We really messed that up. Okay.
See?
All right. Now I'm using the dots on the bell to show me where I'm putting this. Okay.
What dots?
That dot. And you just put it on.
Oh, Lord.
Pat it gently because you don't want the design to come off.
Did you make the bell?
Did I make the bell? No, I got the bell. I bought the bell.
Okay. You never know with you. Very good.
Thank you, my sister.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, what's going to happen is it's going to pull away as it's drying. And you just try to, look at it every once in a while and press it back down. One of the things that I don't like is when it pulls away so much that you can see that. You see that line? And what you can do after it dries is go and take some of this medium and put it, rub it against there so that there's no disconnect between the paper and the product, the thing you're putting it on. Does that make sense? Like here, I'll show you. This one here is dry. So I usually would use a paintbrush, but I'm just going to put it right there so that there's no cracks. I really should start using the paintbrush because I'm getting my hands filthy. Hold on, let me get a rag. Yeah, I have a paintbrush. Then Dad would
ruler.
What?
It's with the ruler.
Is that where the ruler was? And you just try to push it in there so it doesn't, there's no cracking like on the side. So it looks like it's one piece. Otherwise, it looks like you just put a mold on something. And this makes it look like it's one piece. But then you have to go back. And I'm not going to do this for too much because then you got to go back and try to get it off the area that shouldn't have it on and make it look neat. And then you can take water. When you get older and buy your own tools, then Dad will be taking the son's tools. Yeah, maybe. Usually you borrow tools from Dad, no matter what. Because Dad always has more tools. Okay. And now I'm going to keep doing that. And I took out more than I put on, but you just do that and it goes so that, and this stuff is good. There's no crack. It's like plaster for a wall. Or you just make sure you paint it a lot of times. And you get the paint in there if you're using chalk paint. Now, one of the things I wanted to try on this was how long will it take for it to dry? These take about 24 hours. And they will crack in the meantime. And that's another thing I should tell you about. Like, see this crack right here? Oh, this camera is really picking it up good tonight. Thank you, camera. You just take some of this or white glue, the Aleene's tacky glue, and just put it in the crack. Or you can wet some paper clay up a little bit, make it nice and mushy, and put that in there. And that'll take care of the lot of cracks that'll happen. As an example, this one had cracks in it. They all do. But I did that, and you could still see no, that's an acorn top. But if you fill them in, and then when you're painting it, especially with the gesso, some of the cracks get filled in. Okay, now I'm offsetting the design. The paper clay takes about 24 hours, depending. If it's real thick on some of those molds, it could take longer than that. And it also depends on how much of this stuff you put down on it. Because if you put a lot of this, that'll keep the back wet as it's drying. Because this stuff takes about a good 12 hours to really dry, right? Joanne, right? This is or whoever knows this, the matte super heavy gel takes a while to dry. Okay, so I am going to offset the pattern, which means that this is the one I just put down. I'm going to cut. Once I take it out, I'm going to cut it and piece it. Okay, Christine, no problem. Take care. See you later. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Christine.
And whenever you have a mold, that's another thing. You can always cut it and use pieces of it. Okay, don't ever feel that you have to use the mold straight as it is. You can cut out pieces, and especially on these, and I don't want to lose the numbering that I did, but let's see if I can find one. Let's see. Okay, let's do this one. This was number 2. You can take this, and I'll show it to you on the one I'm doing, and you can just cut out a piece. If you don't want this whole thing over here, you could just cut this out. Once you have it down on your table, you can cut them out, and there's no problem with that. This is number 2. Okay, just want to remember my numbering, because then Barbara's going to tell me, and I'm going to give her the wrong numbers. You got the numbers, right, Cor?
235.
Thank you. Always put this on. It's a step. And you don't have to put too much. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on.
Somebody come to the door?
Okay. No, that's Mike's text sound. Okay, Mike. Thank you for coming.
Bye, Mike.
Bye, everyone.
Okay. Take care. We'll talk.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Okay.
Run around.
All right. So we paper played. All right. Uh-huh. I mean, we dusted with our cornstarch. You could use talcum powder. Did I mention that? You could use talcum powder too. I've never used flour, but in a pinch, why not? Could you just fill the portion of the mold you want to use with the paper? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Joanne. There's no problem with that. Sometimes I find it much easier to just make the whole thing and cut it out, but you can just use the portion that you want. But like say I only wanted this portion of this mold, I would can you see that? I would definitely go all the way here just to make sure that I'm molding it properly. I wouldn't want to just try to level it off from here. I would go a little bit farther than the piece that you want to use, unmold it, cut it out. You can always put the paper clay back so there's no waste.
Waste not, want not.
That makes sense, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how much of this you want to watch me do. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, it's not
only
even an hour.
4:46. Huh? Yeah, we
Yeah.
haven't even gone. I know.
We
So
haven't
wait,
even
so
gone.
you're gonna paint this whole thing black afterward?
Yes, that's what I wanted to talk about. I want to use the spray paint on it. So what I am going to do is, this is not for water. If you want to use this for water, especially since there's going to be a screw sticking up in here, or the nut of the screw, something to that effect, you would have to you'd have to silicone it and all this stuff. And then I don't know, this is tin. I don't know if this rusts. So if I want to use it for fresh flowers, I would put either a jar in here that fits, or a plastic bag, or double plastic bag in here, and maybe some of that floral foam that you can wet and shove it in here in the plastic bag just to give it more stability. And that's how I would use it if I wanted to do fresh flowers. This is going to be for dry flowers. And so it's not going to be a problem for me, but I could use it either way. Barbara says, wonder what would happen if you left it in the mold till it was total dry. I've never tried that. It shrinks. I've never tried to do that. But if you're not in a rush, I would definitely leave it in the mold for, if you're having trouble extracting it, I would leave it in the mold for a little bit, Barbara. But the problem with that is, because this is silicone, then the piece that you're molding, the bottom part, still won't dry. It just doesn't dry unless you want to go total dry, like you're saying, but then it has to be something that you're going to put flat, because you're not going to be able to bend it once you take it out. This is not bendable. Now, with the 2-part epoxy, you can heat it up with your heat gun, and then you can bend them a little bit. I've done that just to help it bend on something. But then, like, sometimes I wonder, I got hair in this. That's lovely. Sometimes I wonder about the unknown smells of doing that. So I would definitely wear a mask, but you would have to get a better mask than just one of those paper masks, because I don't know, when you're heating that stuff up, if there's some kind of chemicals that are released that aren't healthy for you. So that's my opinion on both of that. And hey, Telly. Hi, sweetie.
Hi, squirrel.
Telly. That's Telly.
Oh, Telly. Hi, Telly.
That's my sister, Telly. So here we go with round 2. So what I'm going to be doing next time, oh, Cora, I got to tell you about the face doctor too. And I'm going to tell everybody else too. It doesn't matter. What I'm going to start doing, and I was talking to Antonio about this. I don't know if he's still on. If he is, that's good. I'm going to start doing a series, and I'm not going to do it offline. I might just go on Tuesdays and Thursdays if I want to get it, because I realize I have a lot more time on StreamYard than I ever use. If I only go on 2 hours a week and there's 4 Tuesdays in a month, that's 8 hours. Martha told me that we get 20, so I have plenty of time. So I might start making an elf. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the elf with polymer clay face, hands, and feet. And then I am going to needle felt the body. Primarily, that's what I'm going to do. I might be, putting fabric on the body. I'm not sure. Dressing it, I'm really not sure. But the body itself will be needle felted. And then if I want to put clothes on it, or just use the needle felting as the clothes, that depends. It's not going to be as intense as the leprechaun because it's going to be, I'm not going to do it that intense because just the face alone will take me a long time. It takes me a while to do certain things like the hands and the feet and everything else like that. I mean, a show might just be on hands and I might just get one hand done. But if we're interested, I mean, if you want to watch it, fine, or else you could just sit here and chat with all your friends and stuff like that. That's good. But that's what I'm going to be doing. Thank you, Ashley. And the face, again, is going to, I'm just going to probably use pins for eyes. I've done that before. Just use black pins for eyes, just to see what kind of a little creature I'm going to make. I've told everyone before that one of my favorite illustrators is Arthur Rackham, and I love how he did his little crazy looking elves and stuff, like his little imps almost. So maybe I'm going to do it in that, try to do it in that style. We'll see. That's what I'm thinking, but then what happens afterwards is whatever, What I really do is, it always grows a little bit more. What I didn't manage to say on the other one, the last time I did this, is after you get, see, I forget to tell everybody things, but after you get the clay in the mold and you're happy with how it's there. Okay, I got to be careful of this because it is a blade. It's a knife on this side, and I really don't want to cut my hands. I don't know how sharp it still is, but I don't want to test it because this is my old knife, my old polymer clay knife. If there's any parts that are a little too low, you just put more of the paper clay in. And then usually what I do before I unmold it is I push back on it, and that's to get away all the little pieces. I don't know if you could see that, the pieces that are sort of on top of the mold that makes it look a little fuzzy when you take it out. Now, if you don't do this and you get those fuzzies, it's not a problem. You can cut them off with your X-Acto knife as they're drying, before they, or even when they're dry. I took some pieces off of here. Okay, after it was dry. Okay. All righty. My sister. Oh, I wanted to talk about the face doctor. So I went to the skin doctor because I know this is sort of totally off the wall and personal, but most of you who are here know me and the Secret Santas. That's fine too, because it's sort of something important for everybody to know. I went to the skin doctor because I had some things on my back I wasn't sure about. So she looked at them and they were fine, which is very nice. That was very happy. Ever since the nose thing, I've been a little bit nervous about any kind of weird lumpsy bumpsies that you get. I just don't want to have to go through that again if I don't have to. And I told her that on my nose, I was feeling some dry patches that never went away. And she said to me that could be pre-cancer.
Yep.
So she froze them. So if you and I might have to go back. So it's sort of like a public, yes, besides paper clay, I'm also doing a public health announcement.
Public service announcement.
Public service announcement. If you have any little dry patches that you're not sure, please, go to a skin doctor and check them out, because being able to freeze them and getting them off is a lot easier than what I went through where they had to cut it out. So, and then the plastic surgery and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
There's also another there's another option, my sister, that the skin doctor said to me, because I have I've had basal cell
Yes.
issues in the past, and there's a cream that they give me that evidently brings anything that's like cancerous or precancerous to
Uh-huh.
to the head. You put it on for like, well, this is on your face mostly, but if there's a spot or whatever, you put it on your face for 2 weeks or so every night, and
Uh-huh.
it brings it to a head, and then it kind of all comes out. It comes out like some kind of a sore, but then once the
Yes.
sore actually heals, then that's a cancer that hopefully you took care of before it became a problem.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
this cream that I have that I have to actually do 2 weeks of it on my face again after Christmas, because I have a dry patch, like you were talking about. I have a dry patch in the middle of my forehead. This is all because I was a sun goddess growing up. I was on the roof in Queens, tar roof with the baby oil and the sun visor and the whole 9 yards. The baby oil with the iodine in it, just to get enough tan. So anyway, I'm paying for it now, folks.
Well, I never did that, and I'm still paying for it.
Well,
Kelly, everybody get better in your family? It took nearly 3.5 months, 3.5 months. Wow.
oh my goodness, what happened? I'm hoping everything's okay, Telly.
I think people were sick,
Oh
some kind of,
God.
I don't know what, but I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we're taking get a piece of gum break. All right, so here's the latest thing I unmolded. And let me get my X-Acto knife. That is a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to pull you down. I'm sorry, we're going to go for a little ride, but I want you to see this. You see, you can just flip it off with your knife if it didn't come out smoothly. Okay. Or I could have waited for it to dry. Even though I did that pushing in thing, it still came out like that. COVID, flu type A and flu type B. Oh, you had them all.
Oh, and now there's a new strain they're saying that's even more contagious. It's starting mostly on the East Coast, so be careful, everybody.
Great. Thank you. I'm so
Well,
excited. Okay, which one do I have to do? I have to do this one. This one now, because I'm alternating. Oh, more cracks. I'm alternating. So it's okay. So I'm going to take this part off. Of course, it's the one farthest away from me. Go slow. Okay. That part is going on the tip.
it's new COVID, Ashley.
Okay. We have a new COVID.
Yeah, new strain.
Well,
That's
yeah.
what they were just saying. That's very contagious or something. I don't know. You should be covered if for at least any kind of bad session with it if you've been vaccinated. But
Okay.
I know.
Is it as bad? Did you answer? Is it as bad?
As what?
Old COVID? Is it
Well,
worse?
this is the problem. The problem is it's a lot like I think the last strain that came through. However, it's more contagious, but the problem is that most people have at home tests, so they're not reporting. So we don't know how many how many cases there really are, but they are saying that the hospitals are okay. Like we're not at that point where the hospitals are overrun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what happened here, but I don't like the way it looks. So I'm just going, it looks funny to me. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Ooh, I am so happy how I did my camera this time, because the last live, it was horrendous. And we have a phone call. And who
Who's
is that?
calling?
Montauk, New York.
Somebody calling you?
Yeah, Montauk.
Oh.
Oh, and we're going to ignore them. Right. Okay. It just, everything happens. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me show you what I'm doing instead of showing myself. That's what I do a
Shannon
lot.
said the camera is much better. Is this a new
Right?
camera, June?
No, it's just I had put my last week I adjusted the brightness and I made it too dark and you couldn't see a darn thing and it was
Oh, I
horrible.
see. I see.
Horrible, horrible, horrible. But this
Well, yeah,
today,
Shannon says much better camera.
great. Thank you. Thank you, Shannon. Okay. All righty. And with this stuff, you have time to play with it. I mean, it's paper clay. If you don't like it, cut it off and start all over again. This is not written in stone. This is not like a sculpture that you know, if you cut the stone, you can't go back to it. Okay. Instead of using my fingers, I'll become civilized and use a brush.
Is this the last one, June, that you're putting on, or is there one more after this?
There's 2 more after this.
Oh, there's 2 more. Okay.
But
Wow.
I think what I'm going to do is after this one, because I can only put like 3 of these on and then I lose patience with it. I'm just going to
Okay.
take a little break and work on the base
Okay.
a little bit
Got it.
and then maybe go back because there's no way these are going to dry for me to paint it.
Right,
So
because you said 24 hours, right? Yeah.
yeah, so the finished product is going to take a while, but what I will do is I'll take my waxes out and that's why I painted this part black just to show you what everybody knows, but just to show everybody what it looks like with the waxes on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Very nice. By the way, that angel came out really nice, the one that gave you all that trouble, I must say.
Yes, Barbara has that.
Oh, that's Barb's. Good, Barb. Do you like her?
Yeah, and I got a new flash that said now the home tests are not working, giving false negatives.
Oh,
Ugh,
fabulous. Oh, more
great.
good news. I'm telling you.
It's just been, well, you know what? Just go back. As far as I'm concerned, just go back to wearing masks. What's the big, okay. I shouldn't talk for everybody. I'm not talking for everybody. It didn't bother me wearing a mask. And I was in school all day, 6 hours of wearing the mask. So it didn't bother me. And I'll just go back to wearing a mask then. That's all.
Well, they are suggesting that if you're in an area where there's a lot of people, like an airport, or if you go to the, go shopping or whatever, and there's a lot of people, that it's not a bad idea to do that. If you so choose. Yeah. Oh, good, Barb. I'm so happy you love her. Yeah, she came out pretty. I saw a picture on, I think June posted it on Facebook or Instagram, one of them, and it came out really, really pretty. Your angel.
Yes. Thank goodness.
Yeah, she did. She came out after all that trouble. She came out really pretty.
Well, I had to sew her. And the whole thing.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Was that that ribbon was, that ribbon was not the right thing. So it's okay though. I'm glad it's done because I really like that ribbon. And for a larger dress, that ribbon would work,
And actually it looked very, very pretty as her dress. Like when all was said and done, I know it was a pain in the butt, but it really came out pretty.
I am glad.
Yeah.
I am glad. Okay, so now I noticed that some of this, and I guess because I didn't mush the paper clay together as well, when it went in the mold, like one paper clay didn't mingle with the other, so there was some cracks that is not a part of the design. So I'm just taking light coats of this heavy gel medium and putting it over, and just to fill in the cracks, because you can do it that way too. And I will be taking some time making sure that all these little areas where there is a gap, which I've told you I don't like, and you could see the gap right there, I'm going to press it down. It'll probably dry and lift up. but I don't like that because it makes it, it doesn't make it look like it was sculpted from the piece itself. So I will be doing that before I really paint it. And let me just take off some of this stuff that I got on the sides. Now it's hard to grab. Okay. And you know what about these things? And this is what she has her hanging in her craft room, so it watches her while she's crafting. I love that. Cora, you there? Oh, she might have had to leave. Okay, for a sec. I know you've seen this 100 times. I'm just going to go grab some wax and just show you how pretty it looks when you just highlight it with the wax, because I don't know if my sister ever saw that. So give me a second. That's one of the things I forgot to bring over. Ouchie. Okay. So just going to stop making. Now I just have to do 2 more molds and then it's finished. And I have all my waxes and gold metallic paints in one spot, so it's easier for me to find. Otherwise, I lose things. The 3 colors I took out, these are the Prima waxes. I know who was talking to me last, was it Vic? Was talking to me about the other wax, the rubber buff. Okay, so I usually start with the Bronze Age. And this one's so old. This is the original one I bought a long time, years ago. So it's really sort of getting dry. I'm going to try not to touch the other molds, but you just rub your fingers over it and all of those parts of the mold start to come out. I don't want to mess up the stuff I just did.
That looks pretty.
Yeah, these waxes are really pretty on these. Now
So
I
you just want to get it on the raised portion, right, June?
right, yes.
Okay.
And if you make a mistake, you can paint it. That's what's good about this. Nothing is like, that's what I like. Nothing is written in stone. If I change my mind and I want to make this whole thing like a cream, because I want to do it like a cream vase or vase or pedestal, you could do that. The only thing is, I have to say, with the cream, I find that I don't like the metallic colors as much on creams and whites. That's just a personal preference. But the min wax, and this is what color is this? Firebird. The min wax, not the min wax, the rub and buff have a lot of different colors than the Prima, or at least the Prima that I've been looking at. So this is like a rusty color, and I'm just going to really just try to just go in some areas just to bring out a little orange to it, because this would match most of my decor. I was honestly looking for a pink wax. Could you believe that? I was looking for a pink wax.
Doesn't
some
sound
of
like
our,
you.
some of our ladies love pink.
I love pink.
You love pink?
Ashley likes blue and gold highlights on black.
Blue and gold. Oh, that's pretty. That is very pretty color combination. Oh my God, are you sick? No. Because of the pink stuff. No, I'm not sick. I was doing it for you. Oh, you have pink wax?
Joanne has pink wax.
Oh, Joanne, you're going to have to let me know what pink wax you got, because if it works really good on this stuff, I might need it. If it works really good on white, I might need it. Yeah, see, Barbara loves pink. So and then I'm taking the vintage gold and going all over it with that.
Let's see, I like the vintage gold. It's pretty.
You can go a little heavier like I just did. And again, if I made a mistake you don't like that, take out your paint and just paint it and start all over again. It's no big deal.
I like the gold.
Yeah, the vintage, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And so when it's done, this is what it's all going to look like, at least on this part.
Joanne wants to know if that's Firebird you're rubbing on.
This one right now was the vintage gold that I got in a tube. The Firebird I had rubbed on before. Let me see, hold on. Trying not to, yeah, let me rub some on that. I need the pink, all of it. Yeah, I need Joanne to tell me where she got pink wax. See, the Firebird is like a, well, now it's not, but you could do that. It's a more of a, well, it's this color, orange.
Like orange, yeah.
Yeah. And you can go back and forth with these. The only problem is you might cover the whole thing, and that's okay. Like I said, if you make a mistake, nothing's written in stone. Please, like, don't get, how many times have I repainted things? It's crazy. And I might think that this is too much wax, and I might repaint it again when I finish the whole thing.
You can paint over the wax, June, at any kind of paint, or just like have
I use gesso a lot, Cora. I don't, I have found that the gesso works on everything, so let's try it, just so everybody can see.
Okay.
Let's see if it works. You might have to put 2 coats, but.
Yeah, I was just thinking because wax is kind of a different consistency, so I was wondering how the paint would really adhere to the wax, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's 1 coat.
Oh.
Goes right
Okay.
over.
Oh, yeah, it
And
does.
then I would do another coat if I put too much there. Or sometimes it even looks nice when you do that to it. When you put like a black thing over the gold and then add more. So you can be playing with this for days.
Okay.
Okay. So that goes over there. So now let's work on the base. Thank you, Telly. Thank you, Barbara. Have you been crafting, Telly? The vintage gold is, I don't know if I said this, Shannon, the vintage gold is really very, very pretty color. Okay. So now let's work on this. Ooh, I'm getting paint all over the place. I'm just going to move this aside right now. Yeah, the black on top. You can do so many different things. What I have loved to do is I took this cinnamon. Let me get it. Sorry. Hold on. One more intermission. I should put you on every time I have to get up for.
Oh, yeah. I want to show everybody the napkin rings you made for me at some point.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to stop right now before I start the base. I have done where I have taken the black gesso and leave it wet, and then take this American Deco Art. This is called Cinnamon Stick. This is the color. It's coming out a little bit more orange on the screen than it really is. That's pretty much the color, a little darker. And I've dabbed this on the piece. If anybody remembers that wreath I made out of the molds, that's upstairs. That's what I was doing. It was very messy. It was just messy painting. And I was using the other paints that I have. Wait, I should have had them here. The Luminaire paints. This is Sunset Gold. And just dabbing all the paints together, and it came out to be like almost like a brownie, goldy, whatever. I really liked the color, but it was fun doing. You know what the thing was? It was fun. It was really fun because I wasn't following a pattern. I wasn't worried about it. I just wanted to have fun, and this is what crafting. I think, you know, if you're going to craft for yourself, you might as well have fun. If I'm crafting for the shop, Sometimes it's not fun because you're trying to make everything perfect. But if I'm crafting for me, I'm going to have fun. This is bright gold. This is sunset gold. And I used to have a silver, but I don't know where the heck that one went. It got out of the bag. It escaped. All right, so let me put these away. And let's work on this. Now, I don't know if it's called juxtaposition or the weirdness about this is I want this to be as smooth as possible. And I want texture all over everything else because once I put the gesso and make this all one color and then use the waxes on it, you'll just see a hint of texture on here. But, which is fine, just a little hint. Doesn't have to be that big of a deal. But when for me, a lot of people like it and very like one shiny and everything. I mean, like with no texture on it. And you'd have to spray paint it because no matter what, me with the paintbrush, you always see paint marks. Unless you're that good, I'm not. So there's always going to be a texture on it. So I'd rather put some texture on it. And who cares about the paint marks? So I have this ribbon that I haven't found a use for, but I have now found a use for it because this is what I'm going to cover the wood base with. So we are going to get our fabric tacks. Oh, this one's really gruesome. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. It's Cora, hold on. I'm going to pull you up. Do you have it?
Have what?
I'm taking a break. The napkin holders. Okay. Which one? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, can they see me? Hold on. I got
Oh, they can see you.
I got the comments. Okay, let me take my glasses off so I don't look like a shimmy-gaggy here. Okay. So anyway, I'm looking at, I guess I have to look at where am I looking? I don't even know if I'm looking. I'm looking at here. Okay, good. June made me these wonderful napkin rings for Christmas. And
Now,
they're just really pretty. Let me
hold
show.
on.
I'm gonna hold them like this. Can she?
I'm going to give you a
Oh,
solo
here we go.
layout. There you go.
There we go. Okay, so these are the napkin rings, and they're all like gold and glittery. And if you know anything about me, I'm all about the glitter. And they're really very pretty. And there's a lot of movement to them, and I just can't wait to use them. I have white plates with. I still have my Christmas tree up. Don't shoot. But anyway, so I got these and I'm like, oh my God, they're so beautiful. I have white plates with a gold rim around the plate. And then I have other plates with little gold stars around, and it's going to go very pretty. These napkin rings are going to look just gorgeous on my table. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So June made 8 of them for me. So I just absolutely love them, and I can't wait to use them.
Thank you, my sister. I was wondering if you had silver and I screwed that up. I really thought I screwed that up.
The thing is they have I mix silver and gold together, and this has a little bit of that shimmery silver and the gold in it. So it's really very pretty because it matches perfectly. So thank you, my sister.
You're welcome. And let's see, I'm gonna go to solo me. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah.
Bye. And let's get chat up. And thank you, ladies. Thank you. Okay, so let's get this ribbon on here. Because I don't like this. Okay. Thank you, Tilly. And Barbara and Shannon and anyone and everybody. Okay. I don't like if I was going to make this for my shop, I would have bought wood that was edged, okay, and nicer. But since I'm trying to use things that I already have and be creative with it, I'm using these, like I said, these wood circles that Eddie gave me because I just want to use them up. And I have to add things to them to make them interesting. I am going to be painting all the ribbons and this and that, all of it in with the gesso. And then what I might do with the ribbons first is I might put some Mod Podge on it just to stiffen it up a little bit and then put the gesso. I don't know. We'll see. The gesso stiffens it up, but the Mod Podge does it better, I think. So it's a couple of coats, but this is all stuff that I have, so it's not a problem. I'm going to line it, the top of the ribbon with the top of course, the piece here. And hold on, we'll get it.
Is that ribbon that you just buy at Michael's or something, June?
I don't know where I got this core, to be honest with you. Maybe I got it at Michael's. I have no idea, because this is something that it's been in my ribbon area for a while.
Yeah.
And I was going to use it to make a dress for a mouse fairy, but it just didn't go. So, and then
it looks like it's brown, but does it have, it has gold in it too, right, June?
It's gold, and it's got a little, under these lights, it does look brown, but it has like a green tinge to it.
Oh, okay.
So, and then what I'm going to do is flip up the bottom. And I'm not following my own rules, not my own rules, but when you're working with fabric tack, wet your finger so you don't stick to it that bad. So this is going to just add some texture and some detail to the piece. And if you do it right, nobody's going to know it was ribbon. And if they do, they'll just say, oh, that was a good idea. Whatever.
It is a good idea.
I do this a lot, Cora, on pieces that I want to add texture to. If I have ribbon or fabric, I'll put it down. There's a lot of time, you know, just to, first of all, you're using up supplies that you have that you might not have a use for. And why go out and buy more stuff if you just could be a little creative and use the stuff that you already got? That's my opinion on all of that.
Yeah. Well, you crafters are so creative. It's amazing to me. I would never think to do that, really.
Yeah. Well, you don't craft, so.
Nope.
Well, you have. You've done some things.
Well, I've made some jewelry earlier, and you know, like when I was young, but
yeah.
And crocheted, but that's about it.
Yep. Pauline.
Oh yeah. Where'd you go to the beach?
We used to live in an apartment building, and there was a lady who lived on the second floor in the front of the building, and her screen used to have the shape of a head on it because she was always looking, her husband was always looking down. And then a lot of times she used to sit right out front in her little lawn chair. You know, when you live in an apartment, it's a little bit different than if you grew up in a house, you know. So she used to take her chair down, her little lawn chair, and she used to either knit or crochet. And she taught me how to knit. Did she teach you how to crochet, Cora?
Oh, June, you know what? I don't know. I don't remember her teaching you how to knit. I didn't know Pauline did that.
Yeah, she used to sit there and click. And I'm sorry, this is being mean, but she used to click her dentures because I guess they didn't have polygrip. I used to remember that.
They had polygrip at that time, but you didn't use it.
Oh, whatever. Well, and she used to click them sometimes, and it used to like, oh
That's
my God.
right. Oh my God, June, I would have never remembered that if you didn't mention it. Now I remember. Oh my God. And she used to sit out front and she was a nosy biddy. So she'd watch everybody coming and going in the building. And whenever we would come back from the beach, I mean, here we were in flip-flops, sand hanging all over us, and we're going back into the building, and she says, "Where'd you go? The beach?" That was the only place that she knew we definitely came from. You know what I mean? So
Right,
that was
yeah,
it. Wherever we were coming in from, where'd you go? The beach?
yep.
Ay, ay,
And we
that
couldn't
was,
avoid her because she sat right in front of the front door to the
yeah.
apartment building.
You couldn't go around her. You had to go by Pauline.
Ah,
Those were the days, my sister, when
oh,
everybody was, in the building, knew each other, and it was a different world.
yep. And you always felt sort of safe when you were out because there was always
Yeah.
somebody there. I'm putting it down with fabric tack, Joanne. This is fabric tack. I don't have the label on anymore because it annoyed me, so I pulled it off because it was all gonky. So I pulled it off.
Are you putting ribbon down there too, June? The same ribbon?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And her husband Ned was always in the window, but whenever you would look up, like he pulled back so you didn't see his head. But he was there because, like June said, there was an indentation in the screen where his head was always sticking out, so he could look also, because they were both very nosy people. I don't know. So, but yeah, but like I said, they were the neighborhood watch,
Yeah,
the
it was
early,
good.
the early neighborhood watch that yeah.
Well, what amazes me is that, and I'm sure the people, not the young people as much that might be on the channel, was that we were out. Mom wasn't watching us. Like I wouldn't let my kids in the backyard, and I have a
It was a
gated
village.
backyard.
It was a village.
You
Everybody
know,
was watching out
yeah.
for everybody's kids. Yeah, it was like yeah, it was a village.
But even me now, I mean, like when my kids were younger, I would not let my kids go out in the backyard without like listening, being out there with them, or,
Right.
and stuff like that. It was just amazing, and always. And mom never, you were out, whatever. Well,
I
she
was
didn't.
out. I was out a lot. Yeah, I was always out.
Yeah, we were always out. I thought so. You're very brave to use your fingers. Um, yes, I will be. I wet my fingers, Joanne. I try to keep my fingers wet when I touch it. And yes, I will be painting over the ribbon. Everything is getting painted.
Oh, you're gonna paint over the ribbon as well? Wow.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, this is not going to be the final. This is just for texture. That's all
Oh
this
my
is.
goodness. I thought you were leaving it like that. Very
No,
nice.
no,
Okay,
no,
that's
no, no,
great.
no, 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 no. Everything gets painted over. I might use some Mod Podge first, just to give it a more, or I might not. I don't know. We'll see.
What's hodgepodge?
Mod Podge is like a
Oh my.
I don't even know what is Mod Podge. Somebody very nerve-wracking. Are you talking about this, Joanne? Are you talking about fabric tack? Because if you have a nail polish remover, it comes right off. Nail polish remover comes right off. Very nerve-wracking. She got glue on her hands.
Yeah. Most people buy nail polish remover because they're putting nail polish on.
Yeah. Well, I don't even buy nail polish remover. I get the acetone in the
Oh,
and the
you get
can
the
from the
acetone. Yeah,
the
yeah.
straight one because I don't need anything else that they put in the nail polish remover. I just want the straight acetone.
So Joanne said the nail polish remover and the alcohol didn't work.
Wow, what the heck were you using? Because I mean, nail acetone even works for P, they call it PC glue, the super glue. So what this is going to do is it's going to give me a little bit of a ridge too, because I'm flipping over the end of it because it's too wide.
Yeah. Nice. And June, you know what I was thinking for the bottom of the vase that you were saying that, or the vase, I don't know, that you were saying that had that, had the opening and stuff, and that you wouldn't want to put the water. I was thinking about this stuff I always see on TV called Flex Seal, and they have flex tape, FLEX, and usually you use it for other things, like if you get a hole in your water hose or something like that. But it's supposed to be very good, and I bet you it would work in that instance where you put some flex tape on the bottom, and then it would seal it so that you wouldn't have the water go through.
Probably, yeah, you could. And the only thing is, I'm not
But it
sure.
may rust. Yeah.
Yeah, it may rust. So that's
Yeah.
sort of.
It probably will rust. That's true.
And
right.
Joanne said, I don't have straight acetone, cheap nail polish remover. Okay. I don't know if the acetone in nail polish is as strong. I don't know. I know they put like fragrance in it or something else. I'm really not sure, but I get the can from the hardware store. Okay.
I'm waiting for cans of alcohol right now to come from Amazon. It's supposed to come on Thursday, but it's for the everybody. I bought my husband he likes to sit outside and smoke a cigar in the backyard, and he likes to sometimes have a fire, and we have a smokeless fire pit. But what I bought him was a portable fire pit. It's like a long rectangular one that you can use for on the table inside or outside, and it burns with rubbing alcohol or isopropyl alcohol, 70%. And so I bought 4 bottles for Christmas to go along with that as one of the, 2 of his gifts. And it really is I got it from Wayfair, they're cheap.
Yeah.
But it really, really is nice. And it's stone, and it comes in either like a black stone or a concrete color stone. And I got it because I have everything in the backyard, like in black wrought iron, as you well know, June. I got it in the black, and it looks really, really nice. And it's a nice accent to the middle of the table too.
Yeah, I was thinking because you can get them in the house too.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
an indoor-outdoor one.
I was thinking of buying one, but then I just said, you know what? I'll get that like later, because it's just one more thing if and when I move that I'd have to ship. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Barbara is saying, they're saying they buy it at Walmart, and Martha has it at Myers. Is that how you say that? I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a little too wet, but okay. And if any part isn't stuck, you just go around so I'm all good. Okay. Now I have this much left over. We'll have to figure out something to do with that. I've already used it on another project that I may or may not be making in the near future. I don't know. We'll see. I got some other projects to do first. There. Okay. So we did that. So now let's see what it looks like. $8:33. We're coming into the home stretch.
Yep.
Oh, I had to use the power tools today, Cora.
Power tools? What did you do?
Yeah, I had to get everything is crooked, all the holes. I had to make a hole through this thing, and then I had to and I put I had some old paper mache that I just shoved in there. You can see it's gray, but I had to put a hole through here. I had to widen the hole on this one, and then I had to countersink the screw because I didn't want it on the bottom. You should have saw me with the power tools.
Oh my goodness.
Power tools are not good.
Yikes.
Okay.
Nothing you can't do, my sister.
Well, I tell you, I wasn't having a good time with the power tools. I'm not good with drills. I'm not set up for it. you
So
know?
you're making the base black, or you're going to put some of that wax stuff on it too?
Everything is going to be black first, and then I'm going to put the wax all over it.
Nice.
But I just wanted you to see what happens when when you paint the ribbon. You
Yeah.
won't even see half the texture that's on there, and that's fine. It'll just, when I put the wax on it, you'll see it more.
Yep.
And you have to really dab it to get it in the holes. And
Yeah.
there's no way, and I have found that no matter how studious I am and concentrate on this, I never get all the holes. So it's going to be at least 2 coats of this at least to get everything that, to get it totally covered,
Yeah.
because there's depth in there, and I always make mistake, there's always a mistake made. Not mistake. It's just I don't have the patience, or even when I do it like this with patience in one area, no matter what, there is still going to be some place that didn't get the paint on it.
Well, maybe some areas are like soaking in more than others or something.
Yes. Or I just miss them. Let's be honest about it. I just miss it.
And there's that, giving you the
And there's
benefit of that,
that.
my sister. What can I
There's
say?
that. Might as well admit it. And I will paint the bottom, even though I will cover the bottom with a piece of felt. I don't know. I just like it all to be, even though I'm a little bit more lackadaisical with things that are for me, I still go through the whole thing. I paint the bottom, and then I'll put a piece of felt.
Oh, how do you put the felt? You just glue the felt on then?
Yes, I put usually I use white glue, but the Aleene's tacky glue, and this is gesso, Joanne, just to answer you, this is gesso. I use my gesso a lot. I use a lot of gesso, and as you can tell, a lot of black gesso. Okay, the Aleene's tacky glue is what I used to use, but that stuff is so thick and it's such a pain in the neck that I've been using wood glue recently. I've been using Gorilla Wood glue. Here, this thing right here. And this works just as well because it's wood and fabric. And this spreads so much easier than the tacky glue and even the fabric tack. And it holds it just as well. It holds the felt on just as well. I mean, once I put it on, I don't go and try to rip it off, but yeah.
Oh, Gorilla Glue, forget it. I use the other regular Gorilla Glue, and it works like crazy, like on any lawn furniture or whatever that I need to. Yeah.
Are you saying the super glue?
No, Gorilla Glue, just
Just
regular
regular
Gorilla Glue.
glue?
Yeah, it's I didn't know that they had separate glues. I don't know if the one I use is a wood glue. It's just the Gorilla Glue that, in the small container. And I have Adirondack chairs out there, and which are of course wood, and sometimes from the moisture of the ocean, it gets a little bit, they wear. So
Yes.
sometimes I have to secure it with the Gorilla Glue, which works really nicely.
Yes, I like this. I like Gorilla Glue products. They are good.
Yeah, they really work.
So this is
That
what
looks nice. That looks good, Jen.
And then let me get the nut off.
Very nice.
Yeah, the Gorilla Glues are good. I have the nut so I can attach it. Now, if Eddie was still alive, he could, because he was an electrician, he could cut down this bolt and not ruin the round things, whatever you call this, the ridges to put this back on. I'm not going to try to do that. And so this screw is going to stick. It was the best screw I can find in all the screws over there. So there will be some sticking out. I don't want to hit the spots that have the new. Let me just do this for a second so I can get my hand right. Okay. So this is what it's going to look like when it's all said and done.
Nice.
Okay. And I will, on let's see. I'm not going to go another live to do this, but this, and then I'll just finish it and I'll stick the bolt on, the nut on it on the inside. And then I'll like on the things here, what I could do, you see those ridges where my thumb is? I can paint them straight gold. All those ridges down there, and that would
Yeah.
look very pretty too. So this
Mhm.
is what it's going to look like when it's all said and done.
Pretty.
And I don't want to mess this up because there's still some wet stuff on here.
Yeah.
Thank
Joanne,
you.
Joanne, they have Gorilla Glue sticks too?
Yeah,
didn't
for
know
hot
that.
glue.
Oh, the hot
Oh,
glue. Got
yeah,
it.
Tony, I didn't know you were staying here the whole time. I'm so glad you're still here.
Who? Me?
And Tony, Antonio,
Oh, Anthony.
Anthony, Antonio.
Yeah.
He's the one
Tony's
who I
been a
made.
little bit quiet. Tony's been quiet.
Tony's been quiet. He's the one I made the La Bafana for.
The who?
The Bafana, the Christmas Italian witch.
Oh, got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it's 8:40. I'm gonna make one more mold because I still have 20 minutes. And so let's make one more mold. If it takes me too much longer, we can cut out right in the middle. You use the Gorilla wood glue. Do
Yeah.
you
Martha
what do
uses
you,
the. Yeah.
what do you use it on, Martha? Do you use it on everything, like, different things, or do you use it with your paper crafting? Because I know you use that other stuff. I forgot the name of it. That white glue that everybody loved. At some point, I don't know if it's still, because I don't follow paper crafting. I know Barbara uses the fabric tack because there's no water in it, and so it doesn't make your paper go crazy.
Martha uses it for different things. A lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to like it better than the Aileen's tacky glue. I have a list. I think I gave it to some people of what glues you can use on what. Hold on, let me grab that. Mostly wood. Okay.
Yeah, she uses it on mostly wood, she said. Yeah.
I have this glue guide. I think I shared it with some people. I got this off the internet. And because I was looking at this because just so I know, like fabric glue, it's not non-toxic. Paintable, yeah, it's paintable. But see, I paint fabric glue. Where's the wood glue? Wood glue. Yeah, look, the wood glue goes on a lot of stuff. The only thing it doesn't go on is acid-free. It's not washable. Dries. It doesn't dry clear, but I paint more things. Glass and leather. Goes on everything else. Goes permanent. Doesn't. It's a non-toxic. It's paintable. Goes on ceramics, fabric, leather. Doesn't go on metal. Paper.
That's a nice little glue guide.
Yeah, I like this. Okay, so this is my glue. So wood glue goes on a lot. When I'm fixing my micro stand drawer, way too much weight in there. Mostly wood, different things. Oh, okay.
They should have a column for like how high you get on which glues. Sniffing wood glue gives you a
no, wood glue doesn't have a smell. It's a fabric tack that has the smell. No,
Oh, okay.
I used to have people, remember when we were growing up, we used to have people huffing glue. I don't know if they still do it now.
That's what my thought was. I know.
I don't know. I'm not in that scene anymore, thank goodness, because those people were really sort of the lowest, they
I
were
don't think
really,
they don't have any brain left.
yeah,
No
they
brain
fried their
cells.
brains. Okay. I only, like I said before, I only have patience to do maybe 3 or 4 of these at one time. And I only have 2 left. So if I do one, I only have to do one either, tomorrow. because this stuff, for some reason, I get a lot of things on my hands, but this stuff bothers me on my hands. It's not acid, it's just paper and glue. It's not like an acid feeling. It's just, ugh, I don't know. I don't know. Anybody else have that problem with this when they use it? It's not one of my favorite things. I don't think sniffing glue is the drug of choice nowadays. No, I don't think so either, Joanne. I think there's other
No.
better drugs. Well, I shouldn't say that. I should say there's other drugs that aren't good for you. But you know what? I might be a skin cancer announcement, but I'm not going to be a drug announcement. That's it. I draw my line. So the end result of what I'm trying to show you is you could use anything. Fentanyl. Okay. I don't even know if
One sniff of that'll kill you.
I don't even know what fentanyl does. Okay. I guess, like, I wanted to show you this, and I hope I don't, what number was this one? Because I don't want to get this messed up. This was number 1. Okay. So you could have used these molds on something, because these are very pretty also. If I wanted to use them, they wouldn't fill the whole thing. They would only go from rim to rim here, from here to here. But then you could have done other things for around here. If you have other molds or smaller molds, you could have made edges. You could have put roping around that and painted it, satin roping, or even if you wanted to go with twine, you could have done that. I just sort of want to give ideas, because you don't have to use such a big bell either. It's a very strong pain med. Thank you, thank you, Barbara. Just to give you ideas. What?
This is the same. This is the same one you're using for the whole thing, right?
The same mold. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
There's other things that you can do. You can use smaller bells. You can make you know, as you could make little, they'll use little bells and maybe put those tea lights in them, not the fire ones, the battery operated ones. You can put them around your table. You could use the caps for drawers to use it as the base for a stand if you're using smaller bells. It's just different ideas that you could to do things with, so that I like my house having unusual, like things that you can't buy,
Yeah.
So you can take this craft and do other things with it, or if I gave you ideas to make other stuff, that's wonderful. I've been trying to make this is one of the things. I bought a miter box, and I'm not really good with saws and wood, and I'm trying to cut down a frame to fit something else, and I think I screwed it up, but it was a cheap frame from from a, what do you call one of those stores, thrift store. So I don't mind if I broke it up, if I messed it up, but I wanted to use this mold, this particular, because I love oak leaves to go around the edge of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that would take a long time to do, because there's quite a bit of it. It's a bigger frame. She had a fit over that tree you made, Ash. She was trying to take it. What tree? Wait, my superior.
The clothespin tree.
She was, but I know what I made for Ashley. What tree? Holy shoot, I can't think. Of course, we didn't let her. That's good. What tree? Shoot. I can't think. I make so much stuff. Why am I not placing it? Oh, she tried to take it. You don't let nobody take anything. No.
Alzheimer's.
The spooky pound. Oh, yes. Thank you, Shannon. Now I know which one it is. It was the spooky. Oh, she tried to take that. Oh, them there's fighting words. Now I know. Sorry, Shannon. I am like, I make so much stuff I can't even remember what I make anymore. I had to, no, she can't have it. She wants it. You sell it to her, and I'll make you another one. That's all. You sell it. You get some money from that. I have, ever since I retired, I made a list of all the things I've made because I can't keep up, because there's the big projects I'm doing, and then these are the side projects and stuff. I can't remember all the stuff I've done. So I look at the list because whenever I feel like, oh, what have you been doing since you retired? I have a massive list of things that I've made. So it makes me feel good. I've been very busy.
My sister, where do you get your inspiration to make any, do you look at pictures and then think, oh, I'm going to make that? Or does it just come to you?
Well, this came to me, this particular thing. I'm so sorry that I can't remember. This particular thing came from Hobby Lobby. The minute you look up something and then you go on Facebook, you have ads. And Hobby Lobby had this black glass vase that had like a design down the side. And it was like, I don't know how much money it was, to be honest with you. I don't think it's, at the end result, I think I spent more because of the mold, but I'm going to use the mold for other things. I want to decorate my lamps. So it just gave me the idea of, and then right next to it was this bell. And I said, you know what? I can make that. And if I had the mold, I could have made it for cheaper than any of them, right?
Nice.
Because the bell was only $10, and the wooden stand was, I got 5 of them for $2, $3. So
Nice.
Sometimes it's not cost efficient, but that just gave me the idea to do things. Sometimes I see illustrations or pictures,
So it comes
and
from all over the place. You just get ideas. Yeah.
I just get ideas from everywhere.
Nice.
Yeah, or I'll watch YouTube. Like I watched this one lady.
Oh, right. I know you. Yep.
And you get like recently I've been watching, and I don't know why the heck I'm watching this. I know why, because this terrarium, because I hate fish. Anybody else wants to keep fish, that's fine. But that's like really a pet I would not keep. I just don't like fish. But this guy had this really pretty aquarium that he made with all red plants in it and pieces of wood and rocks. And I said, wow, let me see how he made that. Not because I wanted to make it, but then I've been watching him. He's from England, and I love his accent, and he's wacky. He doesn't say everything right, and he makes mistakes, and it sort of makes me feel like me, and now when I go on my YouTube channel, all they recommend for me is aquarium building. And I'm like, I'm really not into aquariums. I'm just into this guy because I think he's funny, and I think what he does is very artistic and stuff like that. So, that came out nice. So yeah, now I have all fit. If you want to know how to make an aquarium, I can get you to a channel. Okay, this is the last one we're going to do. Let's hope it works. Come on, don't stick. Don't stick.
That's true, Joanne. Creativity is priceless, she said. It's true. You don't get the same satisfaction when you buy something as you do if you've made it. That's true.
Yes. And the only problem is sometimes I spend more. Why did I shut this? Whose idea was to shut this?
Do you want me to get Megan?
No.
Megan.
Oh gosh, it's already dried on my paintbrush. Oh no. And I've been trying to keep my paintbrushes so nice.
You got 7 minutes.
I got what?
No pressure. 7 minutes.
Oh. Shoot, Cora.
No pressure.
No pressure. Oh gosh. Famous last words. Okay.
Wow. You're going to need a lot of acetone tonight, my sister.
Well, this comes off. This stuff comes off. Yeah.
Okay.
It just is. So I'm going up my wrist. Okay. Here we go. Okay.
Shannon's laughing. Shannon's laughing because she says I'm timing you. Because we said till 6 my time. That's 9 your time, right?
Right. Yes. 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 Okay.
'Cause I have to make dinner.
You have to make dinner?
Well, either that or get some dinner because it's raining like crazy outside. I mean, who wants to go out? But I may have to go out. We'll see. Because
Okay.
William's not feeling all that good.
Yeah. I hope I have room over here to put this last
Yeah, I
one
was gonna say I don't know if you have room to put the last one. Oh,
in. The pressure.
ay.
We'll fit it in. I'll just move this one over a little bit more. And if I have to overlap, I have to overlap. Nobody, like, the best part about it is nobody's going to look at that and say, oh, she overlapped.
You could put it on the back end of it. Nobody will notice. Or
Yeah.
just leave it alone and leave it. Yeah. When it's
Or make
painted,
it-
you won't even notice maybe.
I'll put a different design right here, like this is the
Yeah.
front. Might put a fleur de lis or something like that. or
Yeah.
whatever you call it.
Yeah, the smaller ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can do a lot of stuff here. But I got this one down.
Good job.
Woo! In my allotted time.
Whew. You got 5 minutes to spare.
The pressure was real, guys.
I know. It was so pressurized. I have to tinkle. Too much pressure. I think I have to tinkle. Oy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's gonna be pretty, June. I can't wait to see it when it's. Are you gonna finish it during the week and then show us next week, or are you gonna work on it next week?
No, I'm gonna finish it, and I'm noticing that the spacing is off, but you know what? That's fine too. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna finish it and put it on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Because
Cool.
next week I'm gonna start. Let me change all things around. Hold on, I'm gonna move because I'm done. How much time do I have? 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. The pressure is on. Let me switch cameras.
No time
Okay.
for cleanup now. No time for cleanup. Megan making the cleanup after.
Okay. All right. Oh, look at me right on top of things. Okay. All right. Let me get my chat back up. Woo. Okay. All right. So we'll figure this out and we'll put the finished product up on Facebook for everybody to see. Let's put this. One of the things with the paper clay, I have some old paper clay in here, which I might use up. Keep it in your refrigerator in a plastic bag. If you can, because and then you could also wet it a little bit right on top over here. Just put a little bit of water, not like just stamp with your fingers and touch it. I might even do that now. I'm using my dirty paint water, but that's fine. And then try to close it up as best you can. Put it in a plastic bag.
It's amazing that AC and Megan have not eaten anything like any clay or anything that's been in the oven that isn't food. I'm telling you, these poor kids.
Well,
They have to navigate around all of the clay in the refrigerator, in the oven.
Well, I was relating the story, Cora, and I think I said it to Susan, was that my kids are used to stuff. And like we have 2 refrigerators. My kids are used to opening the refrigerator downstairs and see mice hands or eyeballs, or they're used to seeing things in the refrigerator and like not I mean, heck, they're the ones who bought me a skeleton for my birthday and not like getting shocked about anything. But I had the leprechaun and the mouse on the table. And I didn't tell Megan because I was setting it up at night because the next morning I was taking pictures of it to put it on Facebook. I mean, in my Etsy shop. And that's a whole big production to get the pictures and list it and then put it on Facebook. And it takes me about 2 hours at least, not longer, to do that. So I set it up the night before. So I didn't tell her that. And she says, oh my gosh, Mom, they scared me because I actually thought they were people. That they were real.
That's why I can't. That's why I can't sleep in your basement.
Cora used to stay when she came over. There's a couch right behind me, a big sofa that you can open up, and it's a queen size. I think a queen or
Very
a full.
comfy.
And but right across the way from it, where the TV is, I have a cabinet that's glass where I keep all my creatures, and then there's some on the shelves too behind me that I made. And she always used to freak out because she always felt that if she woke up in the middle
Night
of
they
the
were
night,
coming alive at night.
they
At
would
night they were
start
coming
moving
alive
around.
to tickle me. Yeah, scary.
Yeah, so that was
Talking.
fun.
They were talking to me at night. Yep.
So we made it. Do you want to come on for the last thing, or are you
Oh,
okay?
all right. Hold on. Let me see. I'm just going to say goodbye to everybody, and sorry about my technical issues initially. Oops, that's my hands. That's not
Okay, I'm putting you on now.
good. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
I
I
gotta
got
hold
up my time. So
Oh, okay.
okay. I just wanted to say thank you. My
Thanks,
leg is really
everybody.
bad. My tablet keeps jumping from live chat to top chat. I know you've had that problem before, Joanne. I'm sorry about that. Okay. So, my sister, thank you for coming in and hanging out with me. Thank
I'm
you. That was
sorry.
fun.
Yeah, I'm sorry we had some technical at the beginning. Thank you for your patience, everybody. It was great to see you all. Happy, healthy, prosperous New Year. Okay.
Yes, and good
See you
night.
next time.
Cora, you are absolutely beautiful. That's from Joanne. Good night.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you, Joanne. Okay. Good night, everyone. Love
Good night.
you. And as always, have fun creating beauty. Good night. Cora, stay.
Oh, okay.